Well, welcome to another edition of the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network. We're here tonight at Wilson Field, and guess what? It's homecoming. It's the biggest game of the year here at Chapman. We got fans everywhere. Players are excited. Band's excited. I'm excited. Nate, are you excited?
Oh, man, Brad, I'm more than excited. A lot of fans in attendance, and it's great to be here. It's going to be interesting to see how this game plays out, and I'm looking forward to it. A great night.
Yeah, definitely a great night between this Chapman team and this Occidental team. Occidental, of course, not the best team. Last year had to cancel the second half of their season due to a lack of players. They're trying to rebuild their program. Got a lot of young guys on the team, a lot of freshmen and sophomores. Coin toss just happened right now. Chapman's going to receive, but going back to Occidental, you can just see on the field right now, Chapman outnumbers this team greatly. And Nate, do you think that inexperience on the Occidental team is going to play a factor at all?
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see how Coach Rob Cushman and his young squad take on a very experienced Chapman team and behind Coach O, who's been coaching and around the game of football for a very, very long time. So the experience here for both squads is very differential, and it's going to be interesting to see how Occidental comes up with a game plan to defeat the defending SCIAC champs.
Well, this is actually the 20th matchup between these two teams. Pretty close. Chapman does have the edge, 10 wins to 9, trying to make that 11 by the end of the night. Yeah, game's about to get started here pretty soon.
Just got down with the coin toss with the captains.
Looks like the team is about to take the field right now.
Respectful to our neighbors in Orange. Please be considerate of the residents around our campus with regard to noise, parking, and littering before and after Chapman.
All right, well, going back to Chapman's team, so far not quite what they expected. A 2-2 start. Of course, those non-conference games are always a little bit harder. Last year, they started the season 0-2 and then went on to win every game in their division to make it to the playoffs. This year, somewhat similar of a story. Lost one of their non-division games, then got back in the division, got hot, and then slowed down last week against Redlands, and trying to finish off the second half of the season strong. Of course, they're going to need some help beating Redlands to get that SCIAC championship. All right, well, it's going to be a big game here tonight. Nate, what do you think are going to be some keys to the game for this Chapman team?
Yeah, keys to the game. Let's start off with number 1, minimize the turnovers. Chapman's offense so far this season has had 3 fumbles and 6 interceptions. If they can limit that, the offense will be powerful and they'll be great. 2, limit the confusion. Occidental's offense is a triple option team, which can be tough to identify who has the ball at times. So if everyone on the Chapman defense does their job and sticks to the assignment, no confusion will happen and the defense will be great, ready to go. Lastly, make Joshua Greaves uncomfortable. If you give the quarterback time, he will throw a good ball, allowing his receivers to make a play. And he will take off and run for a good chunk of yards at times. So they need to keep him in the pocket, get him rattled, and hopefully the atmosphere can help out with that. A couple keys to the game for the Occidental side. They need to come out fast. There's no time to get fancy. They need to stick to their game plan and run exactly what their coaches have planned. 2, eliminate the big plays. This offensive team by Chapman is very, very good, and they will take shots downfield. Offensive coordinator Coach Casey Stein is an extreme genius when it comes to play calling. So they also need to value each possession at number 3. Occidental's offense needs to chew up the clock to tire out Chapman's D, and they need to keep Chapman's offense off the field. If they do all all 6 things, they'll be great, and this will be a great game to watch.
All right, well, it looks like we're about to get started here. Kickoff team is lining up. We don't have Nico Ragas back there. Last week he had a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Back there right now for the Panthers, you got Dominic Martin Bostick, as well as...
It's Nico.
Oh, Nico Ragas, yeah. Ragas returns from the 1-yard line. Cuts it near side of the field. Has a nice block right there. And Ragas has a lane. Ragas on the near sideline. 50, 40. Can he go? Yes, he can. Nico Ragas, 99 kickoff return for a touchdown.
Wow. And that is how you open up a game. Talk about first play, 100 yards, just about. Nico Ragas, 2 games in a row. What a play. Great blocking downfield. As we can see, Nico, amazing blocking, and where he was able to find a hole and take it all the way home.
I believe that was Pranav Iyer giving the key block right there for Ragas.
Yeah, as you can see here, Nico following his block. Number 9, Damian Jones was back there giving him some room, and he had one man to beat, and he beat him and took it all the way home.
Extra point, good snap, good hold. Kick is good. Chapman up 7-0. Chapman starting off with a bang. Second game in a row with a long kickoff return for Nico Ragas. Huge start for this Chapman team. Got to get the momentum going early here.
Wow, the atmosphere is awesome, isn't it, Brad?
Oh yeah, huge, huge. You gotta love it here. Biggest game of the year for Chapman, homecoming game. You got tons of former students, you got parents here, you got former players of the football team. We're actually gonna have a couple of them join our booth here at halftime. And you just love to see that. Biggest game of the year. Big players making big plays and big games. Now it looks like Chapman's defense needs to step up and do their part to stay hot.
It's number 13, Spencer Corona, freshman kicker from the Bay Area, getting ready to kick off.
Let's see what the Occidental team can do. Ball bobbled into the end zone, has to take it out, and gets tackled at the 11-yard line. Not a great start for this Occidental special teams unit.
Yeah, Brad. I had no idea what he was doing there in the end zone. He baffled it at first, but I thought he was going to take a knee, and he decided to take it out and got only past the 10. So let's see how this Occidental offense comes out on the field and see what they can do.
Yeah, you said that they run this triple option offense, and that is a huge part of the game, only throwing for 100 yards per game just about.
Yeah, not a very strong throwing team. The quarterback does have an arm, and he will make some plays, but they're a very traditional offense and sticking to the triple option. So let's see what they do here.
Tight end goes in motion, handoff up the middle, and immediately swallowed by the Chapman defense. Gain of about 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, Brad, just nothing there going for that Occidental offense on that play. Just a very experienced Chapman D-line was able to go in there and stuff it up.
Greaves out of the gun. 4 receivers on the field. Take the snap, handoff. Oh, Greaves takes it himself, runs it up the middle. Gain of 2. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 6.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Greaves, the quarterback, will run. He's a big guy, big body, and it's hard to bring him down. He's going to be great. He's going to be lethal this entire game, and look for him to keep the ball quite a lot.
Well, of course, Chapman's got that huge defensive line anchored by Andrew Deacon. Deacon not on the field for this play. Greaves, blitz on the play, ball batted down. It looks like that was that ball batted down? Well, confusion nonetheless as Chapman brought the blitz, forcing a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, I think that was number 5, freshman DJ Adams with the drop ball. Jonathan Greaves gave him a good chance to catch the ball, and he just couldn't come up with it and couldn't get the first down, forcing the 3 and out.
Well, it's going to bring the explosive Dominic Vaccher back to return the kick. Kick almost blocked. Ball's just going to roll out of bounds at about midfield. Great starting field position for this Chapman offense. All right, well, a big story coming into the game tonight was who was going to be under center for this Chapman offense. Ian Feber's been dealing with some injuries, had a toe injury that kept him out of practice this week, was in a walking boot. don't really know his status, but you got to imagine first time you take the field, you're already up 7-0. That's got to take some pressure off of you.
Yeah, Brad, and I spoke with him earlier in the week, and he mentioned he had an MRI on Tuesday, so I'm not too sure about the results on that. But he's obviously either playing through it and toughing it out.
Well, first play is going to be a handoff to Bauerle. Bauerle with a nice hole. Takes it for a gain of about 12. That's a great confidence booster for your quarterback right there.
Absolutely. Great run by Derek Bauerle. He's been doing well, extremely well all season. He had his best game against Whittier a couple weeks ago, and he's been running hard ever since.
Well, Fieber out of the gun this time. Yugi goes in motion. It's going to be another, trick play. Sweep to Dom Vaccher. Vaccher looking to throw, and he has Vill in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. 2 drives, 2 explosive touchdown plays.
Wow, who would have known? Number 11, Dominic Vaccher, looking like Odell Beckham Jr. not too long ago, throwing a touchdown for a receiver. That was to number 2, Trevor Vill, and that's one of the top receivers on this team. So great throw and great play calling by Coach Casey Sign.
Yeah, that's the way to get your passing game going when you don't know the health of your quarterback. Just give it to a playmaker, let him make a play. Great throw right there by Dom Vaccher. I don't know, Nate, you're a former quarterback. Can you make a big play like that, or is Dom gonna?
As a quarterback, you're the one that wants to throw the touchdowns, but when you throw in a little nugget like that and have a little trick play and you have a great offensive coordinator come up with the gadget it's great to toss the ball to a receiver and see him make a play. And it's homecoming. That's what makes it fun. You come up with plays like this, you get the crowd excited. I surely was excited with that, so it's awesome to see here.
Well, Chapman's offense has been on the field for 2 plays, and they're already up 14-0. If you're Occidental, how do you come back from this? This is a demoralizing start from them. How do you even start to get back?
Yeah, not too good of a start for the Occidental offense, but what they need to do is remain close with each other, make sure they stay, disciplined and be fundamentally sound when it comes to their special teams, their offense, and their defense. What you don't want to see is their coaches get too excited and start coming up with plays that were not in the game plan originally. You want to stick to your game plan. You want to do what you do best and stick with your, bread and butter and see what can happen.
Well, last kickoff, there was some bobbling of balls and some miscommunication that gave them terrible starting field position. And it looks like that happened again. Ball through the hands of the return man. But he's able to take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, good decision by him this time.
I don't know about that. Two kickoffs and 2 balls go straight through his hands. Is that going to be an issue going forward?
Well, we'll see. Actually, Brad, number 5, that's DJ Adams. He had a 45-yard kickoff return against Whittier last week, and he's not looking like, that's the case this week. So hopefully they can switch that around and something can happen. They can come up with a good play.
Well, he's in the game right now, and he goes in motion. Quarterback keeper flips it to Adams, and it's going to be enough for the first down. Oh, excuse me, that was not Adams. That was actually John Isaac Cordova.
Yeah, they see the quarterback fake the dive right there to DJ Adams and was able to make the defender choose whether to go for the quarterback or go to the running back, number 9. And he was able to make the defender attack him, and he was able to toss it out and get the first down.
Receiver in motion. Looks like same exact play, except Greaves keeps it himself. Maybe not the best decision. Gain of maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, it was too late for him to pitch it. He decided to just take it himself and put his head down and get as many yards as he could. Ended up with only 2. So let's see what they can come up with on second down.
So when you run back-to-back plays like that and they're the same play, are you trying to confuse the defense at all? Maybe thinking that you're going to go another way and then actually do the same thing?
Yeah, absolutely. With the offense that they have on that same play, they can go 3 different options. They can give it to the dive originally, quarterback can keep it and run it like you just saw, or originally at the first play, you could see him toss it to the running back trailing along.
Greaves up the middle and again just runs into a wall of Chapman defenders.
Yeah, nothing going there for Joshua Greaves, excuse me.
Well, it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7. New formation, 2 receivers right. Receiver goes in motion. And it's going to be a pitch and a nice tackle right there. That was Dylan Keefe on the TFL.
Yeah, Dylan Keefe, he's an all-star player on that Chapman defense. Last year he was a freshman, he was a newcomer player of the year for the SCIAC, and he's coming in here hot this year. Leader of that defense as only a sophomore.
Well, it's going to go back to Dom Vaccher. He's a huge explosive punt returner. Last time he touched the ball, he actually threw the ball for a touchdown. Trying to take one back and match what Nico Ragas did to open the game. Vaccher picks it up at the 20. Finds a nice lane on the near side and gets pushed out at about the 43.
Man, this atmosphere is great, Brad.
Oh yeah, for sure. Homecoming's always going to bring a crowd, always going to bring a lot of excitement. And it's going to be intensified when you're up 14-0 and you've only been on the field for 2 plays.
Oh yeah, momentum is definitely on Chapman's side. It's going to be hard for the Occidental defense and entire team to see what they can do.
On the field for Chapman right now is Vill, Vaccher, Bauerle, and of course Ian Fieber. All right, we're ready. 3rd drive, will Fieber throw a pass. And he's dropping back. And finds a tight end open. Gain of maybe 2. But a nice quick pass to get Fieber in some sort of a rhythm.
Yeah, it was just a quick 3-step drop and dumped it off to underneath the number 84, Jacob Jabanian. And then Jacob Jabanian's a great tight end, good shape, good body, and big frame. And it was an easy target for Ian to just dump it off and get some yards.
Yeah, Jabanian actually with a nice touchdown reception in the first game of the year 6 weeks ago. Handoff Bauerle on outside. Bauerle, nice lane, and picks up a nice 1st down.
Yeah, that was a good run by Bauerle. Good blocking up front. Number 56, Ryan Moles on the key block downfield. Was able to allow him to get some room, and he was able to get the 1st down.
Looks like Chapman's trying to hurry things up right now. Got right back to the line. Fieber looking, finds his tight end. And nice 1st down right there for Chapman. That was Ben Bruce.
Yeah, same thing. Quick 3-step drop by Ian there and dumped it off to his other tight end for a 1st down. He's just taking what the defense is giving him. No need to go downfield, and the middle of the field is wide open.
Oh, low snap, ball's rolling. Fieber just has to fall on it. Make sure Chapman holds on to the ball.
Yeah, it's happened quite a few times with Fieber this year. He's baffled some snaps. I know that happened twice last game. And that was a key to the game, to minimize those turnovers. Luckily, they didn't turn over the ball, but that puts you back, and now it's, 2nd and long.
Well, yeah, you can see right there on the replay, it was a low snap. You have to wonder if maybe bending over is an issue for Fieber. I mean, I know he has a toe injury. He had a back injury earlier on. It's going to be a quick pass right here to Vill on the screen. And Vill has some nice blocks. Vill has a lane, cuts it back, and brought down all the way at the Occidental 22-yard line.
Yeah, good throw by Ian. Just a short dump off to the left, and he was able to get downfield. Trevor Vill, big body, as you can see here, is following his blockers. That's Pablo Ortiz on a block, and Ryan Moles downfield was able to follow him and make one guy miss and bring it down to a first down in one play. Great play.
Yeah, it's got to be huge right that after the fumbled snap, getting a big play, getting the confidence back in your offense. Fieber rolling, completes the pass, and a hit immediately. Still a nice gain on the play.
Yeah, great tackle right there by the Occidental DB. Caleb Henshaw was able to secure the catch, and that was great for him to hold on to the ball. Yeah, great tackle. That's a prototype tackle. That's what you teach as a coach. That was number 4, Armand Henry with the tackle. First-year player.
Oh, looks like there was some confusion there. It looks like Bauerle might try to take the ball a little too early before Fieber was ready to hand it off to him. Lucky to fall on that one.
Oh, absolutely. Luckily, the damage wasn't too hard, too much.
It's going to bring up a third down. Will Muty just checked into the game. Fieber dancing around, trying to avoid the sack, but can't. It's brought down. That was Anthony Solis on the sack.
Yeah, nothing there for Ian. Offensive line just got beat, and number 90, Justin Martinez, was able to go in there and assist on that sack.
Well, that's got to be huge for this Occidental team. They only had 3 sacks coming into tonight. Wasn't expecting them to get through this Chapman offensive line. Well, rather than opting for the long field goal, Chapman's going to bring on the very dangerous Eli Deeb, one of the great punters in all of Division III football right now. Also a great guy. You love to see, not only is he a great player on the field, but he's a great guy off the field.
Flag here.
Looks like it's a delay of game, maybe trying to give Eli some more room to work with right here.
Number 5, DJ Adams back there to return.
Well, it was a good punt by Deeb, pinning them inside their own 20, ball out at their 11-yard line. Probably smart to keep it out of the hands of a returner that's capable of taking it back to the house.
Yeah, the bounce took it back to actually about the 16-yard line, and now they got some room to run and make some plays happen.
Well, so far, Occidental has yet to throw the ball. Of course, they are a run-first team. And they run it again right here. The quarterback keeper up the middle and immediately swallowed by Chapman's defensive line.
Yeah, and number 24, Matt Layton, was in there to help on the tackle as well. That's a senior linebacker, and he's really the motivator of that defense. He's a pure athlete. He has 25 total tackles on the year with 4 sacks and 2 interceptions. Definitely a player to watch out for as this game continues.
Looks like Chapman's going to bring pressure. And they do. Ball's pitched backwards and fumbled. Ball all the way back at the Occidental 1-yard line.
Yeah, nothing going there for the Occidental offense. That was number 44, Dylan Keefe, to go in there and break up that pitch by number 11, Jonathan Greaves. As you can see here, he was able to be in the way, and it caused Joshua Greaves to alter his pitch, and didn't end up so well for them.
Yeah, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and forever, 3rd and 22. Maybe we'll see our first Occidental pass right here. Greaves looking to throw, and ball is picked and brought back at the Occidental 11-yard line. That was Galen Gingold. Excuse me, Chris Churches on the interception.
Oh, he's pumped up. As you can see here, Joshua Greaves rolls out to his left and just tries to throw a ball to number 9, and Churches is in there to pick it off, and as you can see, throws the ball right away. A lot of emotion coming out of him.
Great starting field position for this Chapman offense. Low snap, Fieber handles it off to Vill, and Vill easy blocking, easy touchdown Panthers.
Wow, what a block by number 56, Ryan Moles. He pancaked that defensive back, allowing number 2, Trevor Vill, to go in there for an easy touchdown.
Yeah, Vill leads the team in touchdown receptions, has clearly been the favorite target of quarterback Ian Fieber this year. You see the replay right here.
Yeah, easily Ian Fieber's favorite target. It's a big body, he's fast, he's physical, and already 2 total touchdowns for today's game. And 10 on the year.
Chapman is now up 21-0, and that was Fieber's first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, first year kicker, number 13, Spencer Corona, 3 for 3 so far in the night. Allowing him to go to a quick 21-0 lead with just under 3 minutes left to go in the first.
Yeah, it's got to be huge for this Chapman team. I don't think the Occidental's offense has crossed their own 30-yard line tonight.
Yeah, Occidental's offense hasn't came out fast. Their defense is allowing them to stay in the ball game quite a bit, but their offense is coming out flat and slow, and they're not sticking to their game plan.
Yeah, well, when you throw one pass and it's intercepted and you're not proving that you can throw the ball, all you have to do on Chapman's side is just stack the defensive line, plug all the holes, and force a 3 and out.
Absolutely. Let's see if they can get a good return here. See if their offense can value their possession, chew up some clock.
Well, it's going to be returned 5 yards deep, and he finds a nice lane to go all the way brought down at the 23-yard line. DJ Adams is insistent on taking these balls out.
Yeah, he's fast, he's slippery, and he will make you miss. It's a first-year player. He's only about 5'8", and he sees a hole. He'll go through, and he proved that last week with his 45-yard return against Whittier.
Yeah, he may only be 5'8", but he is 175 pounds, so he's built pretty well.
Now the key for Occidental's offense is to eat up the time and allow Chapman's defense to get tired and keep their offense off the field.
handoff is back to him, and Adams has nowhere to go.
Yeah, tackled by a gang of Panthers right there. Easily stuffed that play for no yards.
I mean, it's not even the end of the first quarter yet, but this Occidental team is insistent on sticking to the run. At what point do you kind of have to give up and change your game plan a little bit?
Well, their run is their bread and butter, and they're hoping that they can, you know, allow themselves to make a good play and see if they can explode, and it's just not happening for them tonight. And so hopefully the coaches are going to get together and come up with a new game plan for them.
Bobbled snap, center has to fall on it, and it's going to bring up a third down. This looked like it wasn't a clean center quarterback exchange right there.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion. As a coach, you hate to see that.
Greaves going to line up in the gun. It's going to be a shovel pass and nowhere to go for Adams.
Yeah, that was number 53, Noah Chose, junior linebacker. And he was able to go in there and just make the quarterback choose, and nothing there for him.
Yeah, you're definitely seeing that a lot more nowadays with the quick shovel passes and the little touch passes on jet sweeps to wide receivers. It goes in the stat book as a reception, but it basically is just a run. So another almost run for this Occidental team.
Smart decision right there by Dominic Vaccher. Fair catch that, and allow this Chapman offense to drive down the field.
Well, 59 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And Chapman's already up 21-0. You can't get much better than that. And I don't know how Chapman can improve from that. Do they just keep gashing this Occidental defense, or they start to slow down at this point?
Yeah, no, they definitely are going to start to implement some either new plays or different players on the field. They're definitely going to look to up the score. You know, there's no letting off the gas pedal, and that's for sure.
All right, well, it's going to be a new running back in the game right now for Chapman. It's going to be Jake Newman. Fakes the handoff to Newman. Fieber dancing around, trying to avoid the sack, rolling to his right, and just has to throw the ball away. Good, smart play right there by Fieber.
Yeah, good decision by Fieber there. He was able to stick it around and make a play, almost. It's actually surprising to see Ian move around like that with his injuries that he's had in the past.
Now Will Muty checks into the game. Other tight end is Ben Bruce. Bruce goes in motion. Fieber under center. Fakes the handoff to Newman. Fieber looking downfield for Vill, and just out of the reach of Vill. Ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, trying to make a play there. He gave his receiver a chance to go up and get it. Just couldn't come down with it.
It's going to be a third down. Jacob Baker and Dom Vaccher check into the game. Muty and Vill check out.
Look for a post on the top of your screen.
Well, you called it. Ball is complete to Vaccher. It's going to be a first down.
Ooh, big hit right there by the Occidental defense. Getting a little chippy over there, but number 11, Dominic Vaccher, able to stick it out and hold on to that ball. Quick 3-step drop here by Ian. Dumped it off to his dig underneath. Dominic Vaccher was there, able to go upfield for quite a few yards and almost looked like a horse collar. Great play.
It's like Chapman doesn't like what they see at the line right now, and they're just going to take it to an end of the first quarter. We've been talking about Fieber's injury tonight, and our sideline reporter, Sabrina Santoro, has more on that. Sabrina?
Thanks, guys. That's right. We should probably be keeping an eye on starting quarterback Ian Fieber. He's dealt with a few injuries so far this season, most recently a toe injury, and that left him in a walking boot for a few days. Now, I've been told by one of his teammates that he had an MRI this past week, and I don't know the results, but he must either be okay or just toughing it out tonight since he is starting. The coaches would not have put him in if it was anything more serious than that. I'll continue to keep you updated on the field throughout the game. Back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thanks for Sabrina for that update. And Nate, this game is already a blowout, and I'm sure as the game goes on, it's going to continue to stay that way. At what point do you just take him off the field to risk the injury progressing or even a new injury?
Yeah, definitely. If I was the coaching staff or the training staff, I would definitely keep an eye on Ian. You're already up 21-0 just in the first quarter. You definitely want to keep him for the remainder of your season. A great player, and there's a lot of young talent on the team, so gonna look forward to seeing some young players get some playing time and Ian Fieber getting the rest.
Well, it's gonna be a handoff. Nice lane right there for Newman. First down, Chapman.
And this offensive line, I believe 4 out of the 5 are returners. So this offensive line is very experienced, very big, very strong, and they're good up front. That's why this offense is allowed to do the things that they do.
Yeah, you can't say the same thing for this Occidental team. A lot of new guys. Of course, last season they weren't able to finish their season because they just didn't have enough guys. So this year, a lot of new guys, a lot of freshmen, a lot of transfers, and you got to start finding a rhythm for this Occidental team.
Absolutely. That was number 2 on the tackle, Rafi Tatazian, and he was able to come in there. He actually leads the team in total tackles. I believe that's 23 now.
Well, Chapman's offense is in a 2nd and 7 right now. The running back's still Newman. It's going to be a handoff to Newman. Nowhere to go. Nice blow up of the play right there by Justin Martinez.
Nowhere to go for Jake Newman right there. Occidental's defense just had a perfect scheme, perfect game plan to eat that up.
Well, 3rd down personnel for this Chapman team. You got Vill, you got Vaccher, you got Newman, and of course Ian Fieber. Fieber looking, and it's going to be dropped by Chobanian.
Yeah, nothing you can do there. You got to catch that. Ian Fieber gave him a great ball right in his hands, and unfortunately he just dropped it.
Well, it's 4th and 8. And the Chapman offense looks like they're staying on the field and going to go for it right here. New personnel on the field. In comes, I believe that's Nico Ragas. 4th down. You haven't had the best kicking game for this Chapman team, so you might as well go for it this deep in Occidental territory.
Yeah, they're spread it out. No running backs, all receivers in the game.
Well, Fieber just looking end zone for Dom Vaccher, and he catches it over a defender. Touchdown, Chapman.
Wow. That is remarkable. Great throw, great catch. Don Vaccher proving why he is the leader of this receiver corps. Oh, and they come out here with a celebration, a team photo, and they're going to be flagged for that.
Yeah, it looks like Don Vaccher just ran up, stole the camera right from the cameraman. Little squad pick right there. And Chapman's going to be flagged for it on the ensuing kickoff, but he just loves seeing Chapman having fun out there on such a big night.
Yeah, as you can see here, got a little too excited. It's homecoming, I get it. Talking to Coach O right there, and as you can see here, Ian just drops back, throws it, chucks it, able to give his receiver a chance to make a play, and he comes up with the touchdown, Chapman.
It looks like Don Vaccher just reached over the defender, Andrew Villa, and just took it away from him.
That's something you don't see a lot on Coach O's team, a celebration like that, but I get it. It's homecoming.
Is that something Coach O's not going to be too happy with?
Oh, no, as you can see a little bit, they're showing he was talking with Don Vac, and you can definitely tell that he was not having it.
So Chapman already with the 4-score lead with 13 minutes remaining here in the first half. Seems like every time we do a game here on the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network, Chapman's always blowing out whoever they're playing.
Yeah, they're just a great team, well coached. Yeah, great team, well coached. Coach O is amazing. He's a player's coach. He's been around the game for quite some time. As you can see here, his 13th season at Chapman with a record 64-45, most wins in Chapman history, and he's a 3-time SCIAC Coach of the Year.
Yeah, he's actually won the SCIAC division 2 out of the last 4 years, trying to make it 2 years in a row after this year. Of course, the Occidental coach hasn't had quite the same success. Last season only went 0-3 before their season had to get canceled. This season, only 1 win so far. But when you're a young team like that, you got to start building a foundation, and Occidental's trying to do that this year with with a lot of freshmen in this class. DJ Adams is able to take it out this time for a good gain, brought down at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, solid return right there. Was able to give their offense some breathing room, make some plays.
That was actually Isaac Cordova on the return, and he was the one that just got beat by on the touchdown to Vaccher. Well, it's going to be a handoff and some nice running room right there for Occidental. That's their biggest play of the night so far.
Yeah, actually, that's number 16, the backup quarterback. Jake Williamson, sophomore quarterback.
Looks like Greaves hasn't been able to get it done so far, so they're trying to hand it off to their other quarterback.
Yeah, as you can see here, he's actually lined up as a running back and gets a sweep and gets some yards. Maybe they'll leave him in. Showing some signs of the Bears offense not too long ago, throwing 2 quarterbacks out in the field.
They're definitely seeing that a lot now with the Saints and having Drew Brees and Taysom Hill. The Ravens having Lamar Jackson and Joe Flacco. A lot of teams doing that nowadays. It's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle. And again, nowhere to go.
Yeah, that was a good fake by number 16, Jake Williamson. He was able to fool some of the guys on the Chapman defense there, allowing Joshua Greaves to get some yards.
Well, Williamson finally checks off the field, but when you have as little guys on the team as Occidental does, of course you're going to try to get fresh bodies on the field anytime you can. Greaves looking to throw, And ball is complete to Isaac Cordova.
Great catch there by Isaac Cordova. Hit as he caught the ball, and he was able to hang on to it.
Well, it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3. This is the best drive the Occidental has been able to put together so far. They're hoping that they're able to keep it going here. Greaves in the gun, trying to use a hard count.
Play clock running down.
High snap, able to handle it. Handoff is going to be no good. It's going to bring up a 4th and 1. Well, the Chapman offense stayed on the field on their last drive on a 4th down, and it ended up in a touchdown. Now the Occidental team is going to try to stay on the field 4th and 1. Keep the drive alive.
Yeah, 4th and 1 here. I assume they wouldn't do anything fancy. Just try to get the 1st down and allow themselves to get another full set of downs. Expect maybe a quarterback sneak here.
Well, it's going to be a handoff to Adams, and Adams not going to get there. Chapman defense, great job right there. Matt Layton was the first one there, giving the ball back to their offense. Looks like they might bring the sticks out on this one.
Yeah, Occidental offense is standing out on the field like they got it. We'll see what they do here. Yeah, they're going to stop the clock and bring out the sticks.
Well, from up here in the booth, the ball does look to be short of the line to gain. Chapman's offense definitely ready to get back on the field. Occidental's offense staying on there thinking that they got it. Well, you can see so far our QB comparison. There's only been 4 attempts for Joshua Greaves. Not throwing the ball that much on Occidental, but Chapman's only thrown it 10 times themselves. Chapman, the difference being Chapman has 2 TDs and Occidental has an interception.
Yeah, they had the unfortunate interception as they were pinned down inside their own 20. And Joshua Greaves was rolling out to his left, and we saw Churches go out there and pick that ball off.
While we were doing that QB comparison, they brought out the sticks and they measured it. Occidental had just enough for the 1st down. So their drive stays alive for now. Greaves throws, finds a wide open receiver, brought down all the way at the Chapman 20-yard line.
Yeah, good play there by Joshua Greaves. Way to hang in there, and he was hit as he threw, but he was able to hang in there, give a good fake to his running back, allowing the defense to bite and give his receiver time to separate on just a simple out route. His number 8, Andrew De La Villa.
Yeah, De La Villa was wide open right there. It looks like that was the first miscommunication for the Chapman defense. Handoff to Adams. Adams trying to make something out of it. He's able to pick up 3.
Yeah, his shoe came off. He's running so fast, he's running out of his shoes.
Well, so far it looks like Occidental has been trying to get their offense moving through Adams. It's been able to work on this drive.
See if they can come up with a score here inside Chapman's 20.
Holston goes in motion. Looking to throw. Ball dropped. It looks like it might have been deflected by Matt Layton.
Yeah, again, he was trying to hit his target. Number 8, Andrew Jack De Avila, first-year player. maybe the inexperience caught up to him and he heard footsteps and dropped it right through his hands.
Yeah, even if the ball was deflected by Layton, if you're De La Villa, you gotta catch that. If the ball's hitting your hands and your offense hasn't been able to do anything all night, that's just a play that you gotta come down with.
Yeah. Play clock running down here. Occidental offense gotta hurry up.
And they're forced to call timeout. That's their second of the night so far. Excuse me, their first time out of the half.
Yeah, maybe the coaches and the offense coordinator coming up with a game plan here inside the 20 to get a quick score so they can get on the board and eliminate that long score that Chapman had.
All right, well, you can watch our game online at chapmanathletics.com. All right, well, it's going to bring up a third down for this Occidental team. Third down and 8. If you're Occidental, you gotta get something positive out of this. They haven't had much of a kicking game so far this season. They're 0 for 1 on field goal attempts.
Trying to get him to jump there, didn't work.
And ball's gonna be out of the reach for Adams.
Just nothing open there. Wasn't able to make a play, and on third down, let's see what they come up with.
Well, it looks like they're gonna bring out their kicking unit. Like I said, they're 0 for 1 on field goals so far this year. It's going to be Kyler Paris on to attempt the 34-yarder. Snap was a little high, and the kick is no good. So after the only positive drive that the Occidental offense been able to get so far, they don't even get any points on the board.
Yeah, that's disappointing. I mean, you put your field goal unit, you put the trust in the kicker to try to get some easy 3 points there, and just unfortunate on that drive.
Yeah, it looks like the snap might have been a little high and in the face of the holder. So disappointing, but you don't know if it's anything on the kicker or just a bad snap.
Yeah, and actually prior to that field goal attempt, he only had one earlier throughout the season. He's 0 for 1. So they put a lot of trust in him, and he was unable to come up with the points.
Well, we have a new quarterback on the field right now for the Chapman offense. It's going to be Max Nall.
Yeah, this kid is fast. He's a first-year freshman, standing about 6'1". Not too big, but he is fast. It's good to see him get some playing time here.
Well, he definitely wasn't the quarterback we were expecting tonight to take over for Ian Fieber. But it looks like we might have him here for a while as he stays on the field. It's a low snap. He's going to take it up the middle himself, trying to show that he's a running quarterback.
Good chunk of yards. Trying to get that first down, unable to, but as soon as this guy gets outside and sees daylight, he's gone.
All right, well, now Nall's going to check out and Fieber's going to come back in. We don't quite know what the Chapman's plan is for the quarterback situation the rest of the night.
I guess if you're going to put in some first-year plays, this is the game and time to do it.
It's going to be a handoff to up the middle. That was Nicholas Cowan.
First down, Panthers on the home 30.
All right, well, Fieber is going to stay on for this play. Didn't know if it was just, third down, trying to get the quarterback, or bring in a new quarterback, trying to get the sticks moving. But Fieber's going to stay out there for now. Fieber's looking, completes it to Callan. Callan's got a lane, brought down at the Chapman 46-yard line.
Great job by Ian there. He was able to just dump it off to his running back and get a good chunk of yards. As you can see here, nothing going downfield. Made a smart decision to just drop it down and pick up that first down.
Well, we have a timeout on the field right now for an injury on the Occidental side. Don't know what's exactly going on right now. That's Jacob Chaddick. He's able to walk off the field on his own power, and that's always a good sign. But I hate to see players going down like that.
First down on the home 46.
Oh, Fieber made him jump. Free play right here for Chapman. Fieber looking downfield for Vill. Vill unable to hang on to that one, but it's going to be 5 yards anyway for the Chapman offense.
Yeah, smart heads-up play by Ian there. Get him to jump and give himself a free play and throwing it. What does he do? Throws it up to his best receiver.
99, defense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah, last year's quarterback, Ricky Bautista, was a master at doing this. Made a lot of big plays for this Chapman offense, and Fieber trying to take over this team and doing the same thing right here. Hard count again. No one jumps this time. Handoff to Callan. Gain of 4. Excuse me, gain of 1.
Looks like this whole series are going to give it to Callan out there, giving Derek Bauerle a chance to sit on the sideline and get some rest.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a younger formation on the field right now. You got Ragas, you got Baker, you got Muti, and you got Callan. What's going to be a pass to Vill on the screen. Vill with a block. Shoestring tackle right there by Zachary Earlseth.
That's 2 tackles in a row for him. 2 good heads-up plays. Yeah, just a wide receiver screen here, and just missed it off one block. That was number 55, I believe, Jimmy Freeland, unable to come up with that block.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that shoestring tackle by Earlseth, that play could have got a lot more yards.
Excuse me, Alex Cohn, number 55.
Fieber looking downfield for Muti and just out of the reach of Will Muti.
Good sportsmanship right there. Seeing him go get that ball. You can tell he's frustrated. Should have had that one.
Well, it's homecoming tonight. I'm sure his brother is somewhere here in the stands. Probably want to get a touchdown catch right there, just like his brother used to do all the time last year for this Chapman offense. Receiver screen to Baker. Baker has some blockers pushed out at the 15-yard line.
They come right back to that wide receiver screen, and this time they're able to get the right blocks and pick up a good chunk of yards. Jacob Baker does what he's coached to do, follows his blocking, and the big boys were gave him a chance to get some yards.
Yeah, Chapman's definitely been utilizing that screen a lot tonight. One of their earlier touchdown passes was also on a screen. Fieber looking, completes it to Baker. It's going to be enough for the first down.
quick throw on the money.
Looks like there's some movement going on. No one gets called for anything. Callan goes over to the other side of Fieber. Hand off to Callan. Gain of maybe 3.
Callan coming out. Derek Bauerle back in the game.
Yeah, so far this second quarter, it's been all Callan getting in the red zone, and you bring in your number 1 back trying to get some more points on the board. Fieber looking end zone. Finds his tight end, Ben Bruce, and Ben Bruce is able to take it in for another Chapman touchdown.
Great play call right there. You see Ben Bruce just comes on a drag across the middle. Ian just sits back, has some time, and delivers him the ball for an easy 6. Here you can see it. Great blocking up front, allowing Ian to get some time, and delivers it on a perfect throw.
Yeah, able to hit him in stride, leading him into the end zone. Extra point is good. Chapman up 35-0. Well, this Occidental team gives up 36 points per game on average defensively. And not even through the end of the first half, they've given up 35. You can't give up. You can't win games when you're giving up points the way Occidental does, especially when your offense is only averaging 12 points per game.
Yeah, they definitely got to come up with something soon here if they want to make this a ball game. Hopefully, halftime allows them to regroup and come up with a new game plan so they can come and compete the second half. I would assume at halftime, starting players get to rest, and you see some of these first-year and second-year players for Chapman team come out on the field and get some playing time.
All right, well, back deep, you got Adams. He's been one of the only things that's been able to work so far tonight for Occidental. This time he takes it out to about the 28-yard line.
Good tackle right there by number 32, Trent Reed.
Shotgun snap to Breeze. It's going to be a pitch for no gain.
Yeah, Matt Layton getting some rest on the sideline, and as well as number 14, Johnson McIntyre, the backup quarterback, starting to warm up, so we might see him come in if the offense goes back out there for the rest of the second half, or excuse me, first half.
Looking to throw. Ball is complete. There's a flag on the play. Just waiting on that flag right now.
Illegal formation, 5 in the backfield, offense. The penalty is declined, 3rd down.
Well, it's going to be 3rd and 9 from their own 30-yard line.
The clock's running as well. And the play clock is running down. Forced to take a timeout.
Well, only a minute and a half remaining in the first half. Occidental's offense really hasn't been able to do anything up until this point tonight. What kind of plays do you have drawn up to score this quickly when your offense hasn't been able to do anything?
I mean, you got to come up with some big passing plays. I mean, this offense has nothing going on for them so far, so hopefully they can come up with something on this timeout and regroup and get a big play going.
Yeah, you can't really be running the ball like Occidental has been all night when you only got a minute and a half to work with and only 1 timeout.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of great running, we got former Chapman player Jeremiah McKibbins, one of the all-time greats in rushing for Chapman. He'll be joining us here at halftime. Oh, we got some fans of the game going on right now. Bringing the pom-poms. They're loving it, having a great time here at homecoming. Well, here we go. That's a first of the night. Occidental actually gets a first down passing. Breaking news at Wilson Field.
DJ Adams seems to me as he's probably the only offensive weapon that Occidental is utilizing here.
Number 5.
Ball goes up the middle. Another short gain as it has been all night.
Yeah, nothing going there. You just went back up the middle where all the big guys are, and unfortunately there's nothing there.
Greaves backwards pass. And it looks like he's just going to have to take a fall on it right there and lost it down.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on Joshua Greaves' head right there. I mean, it's a horrible play. Unfortunate.
All right, well, it looks like Occidental might be content with winding this all the way down unless they're going to call a timeout here with the last play of the half. And that's what they'll do. Take a timeout, get the last play of the half, make sure the ball ends in their hands and not Chapman's. All right, well, ball's on the 40-yard line. What kind of play other than a Hail Mary do you got lined up for 3rd and 60?
Well, I'd assume, Brad, that since they called the timeout, they're looking to come up with something, maybe a little backyard shuffle pass or a Hail Mary. Otherwise, I would have no idea why they called the timeout instead of just let the clock run and go into half.
All right, so here comes Occidental's offense for 3rd and 60. Chapman showing pressure, ball complete to the sideline and nowhere to go. I don't know why they called timeout for that play. Chapman's gonna go into the half up 35-0. So far in this first half, it has been all Chapman. And we're going to stick with some Chapman history here at our homecoming game. We have some former players joining us today, led by Jeremiah McKibbins.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Thanks for joining us, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
All right. You can, and then look at the camera.
Squad.
One of the greats here, Chapman history. What does it mean to you to come back tonight? And Chapman obviously winning 35-0.
Last year's championship team. As alumnus, we're all so proud of these guys and last year and the year before that for carrying on that legacy and making it better, you know what I mean? So for me, it definitely holds dear to my heart because I love Chapman, but I love my boys, man. They're family.
All right, what does it mean to you to see Chapman's offense explosive like this? Obviously, offensive player, one of the most explosive offensive players in Chapman history.
Hey, we're killing it tonight, man. It's what's just when you're practicing all week, just running the same plays over and over again. This is what's supposed to happen, you know. And it's good, and it feels good being a part of it. It's good seeing it, and I think we can definitely put some more points up on the board tonight.
If you could say anything to the players on the field right now, what would you say?
Oh man, I mean, I love you. I love them, man. I love them all to death. If there's anything that they ever need, you know, I'm always there for them. I mean, like I said, they're carrying a legacy. They're carrying something that means more than just football. You know, this is a brotherhood. This is Chapman that they're representing. So it's a whole student body representing. It's a city that they're representing. So they're doing a hell of a job at it, and I'm so proud of them.
How much does that brotherhood mean after you're already gone from Chapman?
Oh, it's still just as strong. If not, it's stronger because even though, you know, we bled together, we sweat together and everything, we're on a lot of times different parts of the country. And so that bond but the bond is still there, you know? Like I said, some of those guys I haven't seen in a couple years, maybe since I graduated, since the last time we played, and we haven't even missed a beat. So what's up, man? We're still hanging out and everything, so it's always great, man.
So would you say that homecoming is definitely one of, as a player, one of the biggest games, being able to reconnect with all of the former greats of Chapman football?
Yes, it is a very, very big game. All the alumni here, and you have to show, especially as a senior, this is the last homecoming that they will ever have. So no matter what, win or lose, like they're going to remember it, and so it means a lot to all of us.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us here today.
No problem.
Great talking former Chapman greats right now, and I'm sure we're going to have some more guys down there coming up here in a couple of years themselves.
Oh, yeah, sir.
All right, thank you so much. And we'll be right back here on the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network.
The Spirit of Chapman Award is hosted by the Student Government Association and given to 2 outstanding seniors that exemplify the excellence and values of Chapman University. These seniors are nominated by the student body based on their academic achievements, outstanding leadership, campus-wide involvement, and strong character that embodies the Chapman spirit. This was an extremely competitive candidate pool, so please join us in recognizing our 6 finalists. Caitlin Dykes, Nicholas Rooney, Kashika Singh, Maria Harfouche, Kellen Toole, and Michael Garcia. Congratulations to all 6 nominees. Our first recipient embodies the spirit of Chapman in their commitment to justice, knowledge, opportunity, and involvement. They have been a consistent positive influence on Chapman's campus, serving in many distinct leadership roles in an effort to enhance the Chapman experience for everyone. As an orientation leader, orientation coordinator, tour guide, admissions coordinator, and member of the Panhellenic Executive Board, on top of much more, she has demonstrated how she consistently puts her entire heart and soul into everything she does. Please put your hands together for Maria Harfouche. Our second recipient has been described by friends as a ray of sunshine. Though an avid lover of sciences and a supplemental instructor, they have also found homes in Greek life and the dance department. But that's far from it. They have served on the volunteer admissions team as an orientation leader, as director of Chapman Ambassadors, as well as bringing their involvements off campus and into the community, volunteering at the Children's Hospital of Orange County and UCI Medical Center. Among all of this, she has maintained an incredible GPA. Please put your hands together for Caitlin Dykes. Everyone, one more round of applause for our winners and all of our finalists.
All right, welcome back. It was an explosive first half for this Chapman offense, up 35-0. Nate, why don't you walk us through some of the highlights of the first half?
Yeah, absolutely. Here, your first highlight, you can see Nico Ragas, first play of the game, going through, zooming through, finding his blocking and taking it all the way to the house. Just one defender to beat, and he does it. Goes all the way home for an easy touchdown and sets the ball right down on the floor. Here you go, second play. A little trickery here. You call it Chapman homecoming, and Dominic Vaccher throws it downfield to Trevor Vill for an easy touchdown. Here you go, you see Occidental get tackled and swallowed up easy by 44, Dylan Keefe. Here again, you see Ian Feber finding some time, unfortunately getting sacked. And here you go, Trevor Vill on an easy wide receiver screen for an easy touchdown. And here you have Churches for an easy interception. A lot of emotion out of him on that play. And Ian Feber draws back and chucks it and gives his receiver a chance to make a play, and he does just that. Great plays, great first half by this Chapman offense, very explosive, and then proving it all night long. Another touchdown throw here by Ian Feber. Easy drag across, easy touchdown, senior Ben Bruce, and it's been awesome to watch so far in this first half.
Well, definitely an explosive first half of this Chapman offense. Also a great night here, homecoming. We just had the Spirit of Chapman Award winners during halftime. And we have our sideline reporter, Sabrina Santoro, with more on that.
Guys, I'm here with Spirit of Chapman Award winner Maria and Caitlin, and of course, President Strupa. First question is, what does it mean to you?
Which is the family where we care for each other, we work for each other's success, and we just support each other.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with President Strupa. I think it definitely is someone who embodies the mission of the university, values the liberal arts education, but also the community and involvement that we get to build here as a Chapman family.
Absolutely. I think it's compassionate to others and really standing for the values that Chapman instills in us every day. So
What do you think you all do to embody the spirit of Chapman?
I think both Caitlin and I are very involved. We're involved in Greek life and our jobs and just bringing new people to the university. But I think it's more about how we live our everyday life on campus and just like bring everyone in. Yeah, you want to take it away?
No, exactly. I'll go off of that. It's just about we genuinely enjoy doing all these things too. So it's wonderful.
Thank you, friends. All right, back to you guys.
All right, thank you so much, Sabrina. Always great to have people that show the spirit of Chapman right there. Well, the spirit of the Chapman football team has been alive and well tonight, up 35-0 here early on. And you can just look at the overall statistics, and Chapman is dominating pretty much all of them.
Yeah, they're definitely dominating every single category here on your screen. Occidental just can't keep up with them. You can see the first downs, they're up by 10, completed passes, up by a lot, rushes more than the Occidental by just one more sack than them, and total yards. They are just absolutely killing it in that category.
All right, well, let's go to a QB comparison so far tonight. Of course, you have Ian Feber, who's a traditional drop back quarterback. Then you have Joshua Greaves running in that triple option, not throwing it as much. got 45 yards compared to Ian's 170, but of course, the big stat, touchdown INT ratio, of course, Fieber winning that battle 3-0 over Greaves with his 0-1.
Yeah, it's great to see Ian here come out. I mean, like we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, he was in a boot earlier this week, and you know, he had an MRI and everything, and it's been great to see him come out here and perform the way we know how he can, and it's been great.
All right, yeah, of course we don't know, up 35-0, if Fieber's gonna stay out there at quarterback. He has been doing a great job tonight with the 3 touchdown passes, no interceptions, not really making too many mistakes so far. And Chapman has thrown the ball to 7 different receivers so far tonight, definitely spreading it around, getting young guys involved. You love to see that. One stat that I want to point out going over the first half, you see Occidental run a heavy team, running that triple option, of course. Their stat line tonight in their ground game, 18 carries for only 24 yards. They're only averaging 1.3 yards a carry. And I want to look at Joshua Greaves' rushing statistics. We just looked at his throwing ones. He's ran the ball 6 times for -7 yards. You can't keep running the ball when you're getting negative yards out of it. You're a quarterback. Throw the ball.
Yeah, they're trying to get fancy here, and I get it. He's big, he's a good runner, but unfortunately against this Chapman defense, very experienced, very tough, and very fundamentally sound, it's not going to work. Hopefully the halftime did them justice, and they could go out there with a better game plan to come out here and attack this Chapman team.
All right, well, Chapman received the first half kickoff, and they took it back for a score. Second half, maybe Occidental's got some sort of weird kickoff coverage that hopefully they think will work. I mean, so far Chapman has scored 5 times, so they've definitely got some kickoff issues up until this point. DJ Adams insisted on taking it out, even though he has bobbled the ball a couple times.
Yeah, DJ Adams starting to come alive a little bit towards the end of that first half, so hopefully he can carry over that mojo he had bowling up and turn it into the second half as well. Now you can see on the sideline, Ian Fieber's already no helmet, so it looks like we're going to get to see some of the other quarterbacks.
Yeah, McIntyre was warming up at the end of the first half. Well, this time Adams is just going to take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, great kick right there by Spencer Corona. He has a leg.
Well, maybe they should let him use it. So far in the season, only 1 kickoff attempt. Or, excuse me, field goal attempt.
Yeah, and tonight he's perfect on PATs.
All right, well, here's Occidental running on the field, trying to see if they can muster any sort of offense. Got absolutely nothing in that first half, less than 100 yards total offense. It's going to be another quarterback keeper. This one actually gains positive yardage. Looks like ball might have popped out. Referee's saying that he was down. Ricky Medeiros came away with the football at the end.
Yeah, lucky enough for them, he was able to get his knee down, and as you can see here, great read. Full with 44, Dylan Keefe able to pull it and get some good chunky yards. Yeah, that was Kurt Calamini on the tackle.
The elbow definitely down on that one. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. He did gain positive yardage before getting back. It's going to give up a 3rd and 2. All right, well, offensive lineman jumped early, bring him back 5. I mean, 3rd and 2. This is one of the closest,
Number 56, offense.
shortest
5-yard
down
penalty,
distance to go on
3rd down.
down. And you just can't have mental mistakes like that if you're Occidental.
Yeah, absolutely cannot afford those mental errors and mental mistakes like that. Just only puts you back, and now they're going to get a 3rd and long here.
Will Joshua Greaves throw? He will. And it's going to be caught for the 1st down. Jack De La Villa falling out of bounds. Complete that ball in stride, and it might have went a little further.
Yeah. Here you can see Joshua Greaves was able to just take a 3-step drop and throw it on the out route to the freshman. We saw earlier he did that same play on the little simple 10-yard out, was able to come up with the reception. Good play there by Occidental.
Well, that's their 6th 1st down of the game. Maybe they did draw some new plays up at halftime.
And the play clock's running down.
Looks like play clock read 0, but they got it off. Hand off to their backup quarterback.
Lost the yards there. Swallowed up by senior defensive lineman Andrew Deacon. And that's actually Andrew Deacon wearing number 77, former teammates, or current teammates jersey, Hunter Spriggs.
Yeah, Hunter Spriggs, player on the Chapman football team, battling cancer. Every game a different player wears his number, and tonight that player is Andrew Deacon. Deacon having a big game tonight.
Again, nothing going there for that Occidental offense. This run game is not looking too strong. I mean, the 2 pass plays that they had to the freshman wide receiver for the quick 10-yard outs, both completed passes. I would assume they would stick to that. But let's see what they got here for 3rd and long.
Reeves looking. Ball is picked. And that is going to be an easy return touchdown for Chapman. That is Sam Ocha. Pick 6, Panthers.
Yeah. Great play there by Sal Ocha. Jonathan Greaves just rolls to his left, get rid of it quick, and number 5 against number 5, and the number 5 in black came up with that one for an easy pick 6.
Yeah, it looks like Ocha just took it right out of the hands of DJ Adams and took it in for 6. All right, well, this is obviously a big, important SCIAC game. Last week, Chapman lost to Redlands. They're in the middle of SCIAC play. Let's take a look at the SCIAC standings. Right now, yeah, Redlands in 1st place. Obviously, Chapman trying to climb back into that 1st place. They won the SCIAC last year, lost to Redlands last week, already beat Whittier. Looks like they're gonna get the win against Occidental tonight, barring some miraculous play from this Occidental offense. You got Claremont. Chapman's going to play them later on the season, along with Pomona Pitzer. And you got Laverne down there with Occidental at 0-2 in conference play as well.
Yeah, and next, looking forward to next week, Chapman takes on Cal Lutheran away. So Cal Lutheran's always been a great squad, and it's gonna be a great game to see how Chapman comes from this game and see how they handle themselves against a decent Cal Lutheran team.
All right, so 1st half, Chapman special teams gets a touchdown. 2nd half, Chapman defense gets a touchdown. 2 touchdowns to start the half before the offense even takes the field.
Yeah, that's remarkable. And again, Spencer Corona pinning it in the end zone.
Yeah, they got 2 interceptions, defensive touchdown, return touchdown, 0 points against. If only I could have Chapman's defense on my fantasy football team this week, I think I'd be in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, no kidding. 2 interceptions, 2 pick six. That's awesome. All right, let's see. Well, hopefully this Occidental offense can come up with something big here and get some points on the board. They had a chance earlier in the first half on a missed field goal. So let's see if they can capitalize on this opportunity here.
Greaves still out there. It's going to be a handoff. Excuse me, that wasn't Greaves. That was the backup Williamson. He's been in the games a couple times so far tonight, whether that's as a quarterback, running back, receiver. He's just been on the field all night. You can see Greaves on the sideline signaling in plays to him. Williamson just trying to get a change of pace going for Occidental.
Yeah, with the change quarterbacks, see what he can come up with here. Try to get this offense rolling.
Williamson's going to keep it himself up the middle. It's going to be brought down close to the first down marker. And they're going to give it to him. Occidental's moving the sticks.
Good read there by Jake Williamson. He read the defender. No one was there, saw an opening, was able to take it for the first down.
Yeah, it's crazy. At the end of the first half, Occidental, they haven't scored at all, but they're actually leading in time of possession. And so far, we're already 6-7 minutes into the third quarter, and the Chapman offense hasn't taken the field yet.
Oh, big hit right there by number 23, David Arus.
Officials timeout for a defensive player's helmet off.
And Kurt Calameni right there, you can see coming off the field, his helmet popped off. Right here, Williamson. Oh, Williamson caused Kurt the helmet to pop off, and that was a hard run there by him. Great read once again, picking up some yards. Checking to see if Kurt's okay.
Yeah, of course, has to come off the field for a play if his helmet does come off. Just precautionary measures, making sure he didn't sustain a head injury. I'm sure he'll be back out there again tonight. Williamson, quarterback keeper. He's short, but he is moving the ball, something that Greaves wasn't able to do.
Yeah, it's a third play in a row. He takes it and gets around 5 yards, 5 or more yards, and it's good to see him moving the sticks and getting these chunks of yards and getting something going here for this struggling Occidental offense.
A little bit of a different formation this time. 2 receivers lined up to the left. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. And it's going to be short and bring up a 4th down, but the Occidental offense is going to stay on the field.
Fire them, Brad. I do what was working the last 3 plays. Let Williamson just take the ball up the middle, to the side, because it was working for them.
Well, it's going to be a substitution right now. Bring on the field an extra O-lineman, line him up as a tight end. Trying to get a little extra push to get that 1 yard. And it looks like he's going to get there. He's actually stopped a little short, but leaned his body forward to try to get the ball across the line.
Yeah, I don't think he got it. Man, but I tell you, for his size, for being a sophomore, he's running hard. 5'11", 185. He is showing some real-time grit right there on each of his runs.
Well, the Chapman offense is taking the field right now, and we do have a new quarterback. It's going to be sophomore Johnston McIntyre taking the field. appears that the rest of the starting offense is on the field. McIntyre is going, completes it to Chawanian.
Yeah, just a quick 5-yard out right there by Chawanian out of the tight end. Racking up the yards.
Yeah, definitely want to get your new quarterback comfortable out there with those little check downs. Tight end always a nice safety blanket. Bauerle. Good hole for Bauerle. And a great tackle by Harrison Wakefield.
Yeah, good hard run, and his momentum caused the defender, making it easy for him to bring him down. Here you see number 22 coming wrapping him up hard and almost take the referee down with him.
McIntyre rolls left, looking downfield for Vaccher. Did he stay in? No, he did not. Great play by Vaccher to adjust to the ball, but was not able to get a foot down.
Yeah, as a quarterback, the one thing you don't want to do is throw it out of bounds. You want to give your receiver a chance to make a play, and unfortunately right there, McIntyre just threw it a little bit out of his reach.
Looks like this Chapman offense isn't scared to throw it downfield with the new quarterback. This time it's going to be to Bauerle.
Number 15, Derek Bauerle on the carry.
Gain of 2.
Yeah, 3 quarterbacks already getting some reps in this game. Of course, you got your starter, Ian Fever, getting the chunk of those reps. You saw Max Nall, the freshman, gets a couple reps as well. And now you're seeing number 14, the sophomore, Johnson McIntyre. It'd be great to see number 10, Dylan Bell, the other senior, get some reps here for his last homecoming.
McIntyre's going to complete it to Bauerle. Bauerle shakes a defender and is able to get the first down. Great play right there by Bauerle.
Here you can see Johnson buying himself some time and dumping it off out to his back. And Bauerle, being a strong bowling ball that he is, able to just roll his way through for a first down.
This time it's going to be a screen to Baker. Baker trying to follow his blockers and dives for the pylon. And they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 6.
Yeah, it seems to me that this wide receiver screen they keep coming back to. That's the second time with Baker, and you can see him tiptoe his way. And it looks to me that he got through, but
yeah, I'm not too sure about that one.
yeah.
Looks like he might have stayed in, definitely a little close to the line.
Yeah. Well, when you're up 42-0, I don't think you fight something like that. Being as close as they are inside the 5, you just go ahead and do it again.
Nonetheless, after the penalty on the play, gives them half of this is the goal. First and goal from the 3-yard line. Bauerle stopped at the line.
Different formation right there, running out of the I formation. You can have the fullback in, be the lead blocker, but unfortunately nothing going there.
High snap to McIntyre, and Bauerle doesn't have much room.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and short, 3rd and 3.
Fakes the handoff and a complete touchdown pass to Ben Bruce, his second of the night.
Second of the night, wide open. You see here, it's basically the same play that they ran as the previous play, except this time the only difference was Johnson had the opportunity to pull it and throw it. It was a play action. You see here, they faked the handoff, the same play, and then wide open is Ben Bruce, big tight end, just able to throw it up there for him and him to secure for an easy touchdown.
PAT almost blocked, but it went through. Chapman up 49-0.
Talk about a homecoming, huh?
Yeah, you could say so.
First game here at Wilson Field in 6 weeks, and the Chapman football team definitely putting on a show. Last weekend they were not able to get the win, and definitely this week of practice they're probably more motivated than ever to come out here and put on a show for the home crowd.
Well, that drive, the only non-starter on the field was McIntyre. At what point do you start putting in these first-year players to give them some playing time?
I would assume pretty soon here, Brad, they start putting in a lot of these freshman wide receivers. Number 13, Spencer Corona, the kicker you've been seeing all night long, he actually plays receiver as well. So you could see him go out there for a couple reps, as well as number 35, Harrison Gross, big body. Number 81, Mikey McCauley, great short slot receiver, fast, and another big guy, Zach Shorts, might get some playing time as well.
Adams takes it out. Nice rooms for Adam, brought down at the 30, one of his best returns of the night.
Yeah, Adams has been a workhorse all night. It's unfortunate that I can't get any points on the board.
Yeah, this Occidental team averages 12 points per game. So far, none tonight. They've gotten close a couple times, but Chapman defenses come up clutch when they needed to. Handoff Adams. Gain of 4.
Yeah, Adams probably the smallest guy on the field, but he is making defenders miss. He is only a first-year player. This guy, if he continues to improve, man, he's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, he's actually from Louisiana. It just shows you that this Occidental program is trying to rebuild, reaching out to all parts of the country.
You see receiver at the bottom of your screen, number 8, Andrew Diavila. A couple catches on the night. Don't go to him this time.
Nice positive run right there for Williamson. Able to make a couple of Chapman defenders miss.
I think Chapman might have thought they came up with the ball, but once again, Jake Williamson was able to get down. Man, I tell you, he runs hard. You can see here, probably makes the wrong read, but he makes a miss, and if you're going to make a mistake, you make it 110%, and he does just that. Wow, the whole Chapman defense has to come in here and bring him down. As I mentioned before, only a sophomore, 185 pounds, 5'11". He is running hard.
Yeah, he's probably trying to show that he too is able to play quarterback for this Occidental team, maybe win the starting job going forward. Ooh. Bumps into Adams, tries to take it himself, and brought down by Cassidy King.
Yeah, great tackle right there by Big Bob, Cassidy King. Looks like a whole new. I'm going to bring on the punting unit, actually. Occidental maybe try to fake this. Nope.
Yeah, for all their offensive struggles, this is only their 4th punt of the night and their first punt of the third quarter.
I would assume Johnson, after that last drive, gets the call to go back out there again. We'll see.
Yeah, McIntyre's shown that he is a more than capable quarterback. Coming into the night, 6 for 9 completion, 6 for 9 completions, 67% completion capacity, and a touchdown. Definitely showing that he's capable of leading this Chapman offense without Fieber.
Yeah, and he comes from a football family. His father, Mike McIntyre, Coach Mac McIntyre, from head coach at Colorado, and his brother plays there as well.
Well, they are going to get some younger players involved as Jake Newman gets the handoff. So Newman on the field, you still have the veterans of Vill, Vaccher, and then you got Baker out there as well.
Yeah, good hard run by Newman right there, trying to make something work.
McIntyre looking to throw. Tries to avoid the sack. Gonna keep it himself. And takes it out for about 9.
Just enough for the first down. Talk about making a play when it breaks down. McIntyre did just that.
Yeah, I could just hear a coach on the Occidental sideline and yell, "Do your job." And that's pretty much a summary of what's been going on for this Occidental team here tonight.
Play clock running down.
McIntyre completes it to Vill. Vill dragging defenders about 10 yards.
Boy, I tell you, Trevor Vill is very strong. Big body, hard to bring down, great hands. This guy used to play defense. He used to be a defensive back, I believe, maybe a strong safety, I believe it is. So to see him make that transition and do really well, it's great.
Well, it's going to go back to Vill on the wide receiver screen. Great blocking, and Trevor Vill. And that is the 8th touchdown for the Panthers here tonight.
Wow. And his 3rd. Man, just like I said, he is hard to bring down. He breaks a tackle there on that run, and you can see here, Chapman offense going back to that wide receiver screen. It's a simple play, a quick throw. There's no read. It's easy for the quarterback to just dump it off, and you give a good ball, and you do great blocking downfield. You result in a touchdown every time. Great play calling by Coach Casey Shine.
Well, it's going to be a 50-burger to end the 3rd quarter here at Wilson Field. Everything is working here for the Chapman offense. Can't say the same for Occidental. I'm at a loss for words right now of what's going on here tonight.
Man, you can see Trevor Vill and his best friend. I'm sure they're best friends. I mean, with a connection like that, they have to be. Ian Fieber chatting it up with him. Trevor Vill getting some water.
All right, well, after the 3rd quarter, let's look at a team comparison. Obviously, the biggest one, the score. Yeah, 56-0. First downs, Chapman, 22. Completed passes, Chapman, 16. Completed passes, Occidental has 3. You cannot win the game if you can't throw the ball. Total yards, 109. Occidental cannot do anything here tonight.
And you can see at the bottom of your screen, total plays. They're both tied at 43, and obviously you can see Chapman significantly more yards and more completed passes, and that's just been the difference in the game. They've just been executing, and they came out here to play tonight.
All right, well, start of the fourth quarter here. Adams. And
Number 5, DJ.
pushed back to the 25.
Hey, he was able to break a few tackles there. It's hard to bring down for a little guy. See two freshmen right there. That's 28, Tanner Mendoza. Getting some reps on special teams. Trying to make some plays.
All right, well, remaining in the game at quarterback right now for the Tigers is Jake Williamson. I'm sure we'll see some more of that triple option. And we do.
Takes a big hit right there, but gets positive yards. 1 or 2.
I think he actually might have lost a yard on that play.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right. Just a direct snap and nothing to it right there. Just takes it and himself and no blockers there.
Williamson throws and immediately hit behind the line.
Yeah, they read that. Very easy. Quick throw. And there you see number 16, Golan Gingold. He read that play like a third grade book.
All right, well, 3rd and 16, backed up at their own 18-yard line. They're actually lining up under center this time. Adams goes in motion. He's going to keep it himself.
Jake Williamson on the carry.
Gain of about 7, but brings up a 4th and 7.
Yeah, and another 4th down here. Offense going to stay on the field because why not? Fourth quarter. Yeah, fourth quarter. And
all right, so they are going to bring out the punting team. We do have a new returner right there back for Chapman. I believe that's Brad Jones. Looks like he might have muffed that punt. Occidental might have fallen on it, and they did. Huge break right there for Occidental's special teams.
you talk about a play that this Occidental football team needs to get something going, and on the special teams comes up big, and that was number 53, Zachary Ulseth on that play.
Yeah, so Chapman's primary return man, Dominic Vaccher, was not out there. Definitely bringing in the subs right now.
That's a way to pick up a first down, huh?
Just like they planned it. Biggest play of the night so far for this Occidental team. Trickeration right here for Adams. Nice cutback by Adams. He only gained about 4 or 5 on the play, but he was back about 5.
Yeah, that play was read easily by the Chapman defense. But being the athlete that DJ Adams is, he was able to come up with some positive yards.
And number 32, Trent Reed. Second down on the home 38.
All right, it's going to be a pass this time. Looking downfield and just sails it. over his receiver. Receiver was actually covered pretty well. Maybe it was a good thing that he didn't give the defender a chance to intercept it.
Yeah, when a receiver's covered and the quarterback makes the decision to go that way, you either want to put it somewhere where the defender can't get it or somewhere where only the receiver can get it. And that throw was out of both of the receiver and cornerback's reach, so neither positive nor negative there.
Williamson, looks like the ball might have been batted down. I believe Jalen Durrell got there.
Yeah, intended for DJ Adams right there. Throwing once again, and actually wasn't ready for the snap. And yeah, it was batted at the line, causing the ball to be incomplete.
Yeah, Jalen Durrell, the sophomore player. You love seeing the younger guys coming in a game like this and actually making big plays.
Yeah, Jalen Durrell making the transition from offense to defense this year.
Williamson completes the pass to Adams. Huge penetration right there by the Chapman D. It looks like it's going to be short of the first down, and they're going to punt.
Yeah, once again, they're going to punt. Actually, turnover on downs. That was, excuse us, that was a 4th down.
Yeah, great play by Williamson, just being able to get it off. Avoiding the hit.
You see Ian Feber looking down on his team, proud.
McIntyre rolls right and just has to dump it off. There was pressure on the play. All right, so there are a lot of young guys on the field right now, mostly sophomores, and then of course you have the backup quarterback in there right now, who also is a sophomore. High snap, McIntyre is able to get it off to Callan.
Yeah, there's been a few high and low snaps today on both sides of the ball. You know, those are things you practice on your own. Before practice, after practice, you get a lot of snaps in, and I know that quarterback coach, they call him 2.0, Coach Michael Owens. He's very tough on that on his quarterbacks. He makes sure that, you know, before practice, after practice, they get their snaps in.
McIntyre completes it to his tight end. It's going to be a first down for Jacob Chobanian.
Yeah, good throw right there. On target, Chobanian able to get that first down.
Yeah, Chapman usually doesn't use their tight ends too much, but they've definitely been effective here tonight. Another high snap. And wasn't able to get that receiver screen working. So far, the wide receiver screen's been a big play all night, and great penetration right there by the Oxy defense to finally break up a wide receiver screen.
Yeah. Didn't work there too well for them there. And again, that was number 2, one of the players to watch out for, Rafi Tatazian, and he comes up huge there, pops off his helmet, and tries to come up with the ball at the end.
All right, well, second down, 10 to go. Callan on the handoff. Good blocking up the middle. Gain of 4 or 5.
at Chapman University is alive and well tonight.
Yeah, making it hard to hear for us. They've been playing so much because Chapman's offense has been so explosive. Oh, great play right there by McIntyre. Able to keep it himself for a first down.
Yeah, great play by McIntyre there. You know, every time he gives the ball, he carries out his fakes, and what he's doing is he's collecting intel so plays like that can happen.
Third and 6. McIntyre in the gun. He's going to give it off to Callan. Callan following his blockers is not going to get the first down.
I believe it's safe to say that the starters are done for the night.
Oh yeah, but it's great though. You showed that your starters after a loss are able to rebound, prove that they can still be explosive, get those points, bring in the young guys, and they can prove that they're able to play. You don't know if Fieber's injury is gonna linger on. Looks like it's not going to, but you can see McIntyre here making big plays, and these young guys. You got Nico Ragas taking a kickoff return for a touchdown for the second week in a row. You got other players stepping up, making huge pass defense, breaking up passes.
Yeah, no, overall great play right here by McIntyre. Fakes the throw, a little shuffle pass he's trying to fake there, and was able to pick up the first. Yeah, but overall great play by the entire Chapman football team on both sides of the ball tonight.
All right, well, it's going to be a handoff to Callan, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Looks like he slowed down, was tackled, but it is going to be a touchdown number 9. 9 touchdowns on the night for Chapman's offense.
That's remarkable. Yeah, I don't know if he was injured there or something, but he was grabbing his hip as he was running. That's why he was slowing down. You can see him with the trainer right there on the sideline. Let's take a look. Yeah, something must have popped or belt came off. Something happened because he grabs his left part of his waist right there and still able to come in for that touchdown.
Yeah, I hope he's okay. Was able to get the touchdown for Chapman though. Low snap on the PAT. So the PAT is gonna be no good. Don't quite know what happened there. There was a low snap.
Just couldn't get it over the defensive line. So it was an unintentional block, and unfortunately, Corona is not perfect on the night for PATs.
Well, that's Chapman's 62nd point on the night. Last time these two teams met, Chapman came away with the victory 61-37. So definitely a lot better result tonight. Defensively and offensively, they're on par with another blowout on this Occidental defense.
Yeah, with just about 7 minutes to play, when hopefully if Chapman gets the ball once again, and I'd assume they will, it'd be good to see number 10, Dylan Bell, senior quarterback, get some playing time.
Yeah, don't see anyone warming up just yet, so we might have another series for McIntyre.
number 5.
Well, Adams definitely has been somewhat of a good return man for this Occidental team tonight. He's gotten the ball out to the 30 pretty much, other than the first quarter when he got his drops. He's gotten it out to the 30 every time.
Yeah, he's a hard runner. Puts his head down and just gets yards. Doesn't do too much of running east and west, but runs north and south and gets exactly what he needs to get. And I bet the coaches are proud of him, being a first-year player. He's gonna be a lot of fun to watch in the coming years. Flag there.
Well,
I think Adams got tripped up in the backfield. He didn't have the ball, but I think he might have fooled the defense, and they tackled him. Yeah, he must have fooled someone.
There is no follow play. Second down.
So no flag, but still fooled number 34, Briglio, as he came in there and tried to tackle Adams.
Well, it didn't do much, but Williamson is at least picking up some sort of positive yardage, which was something that Greaves wasn't able to do. So some sort of progression, you could say, for this Occidental offense.
Oh, absolutely. I think this Occidental team from this game found out who they want to go to from here on out.
Well, it was Adams again on that carry, and we just talked about how Williamson was the only quarterback that was able to do anything. Well, it looks like DJ Adams is the only offensive weapon that they really had to do anything as well.
Yeah. On offense and special teams, might as well throw him in on defense, see if he can make some plays there too.
Adams again immediately swallowed up. That was Jordan Ganada. Love seeing freshmen making plays like that.
Yeah, great play there by Jordan. He's a big boy, first-year player, and
oh yeah, big, 6 foot 225. Oh yeah.
Yeah, here we see the punt team come up on the field.
Well, after that last muff punt, they're going to bring back Vaccher to be the return man. Gotta imagine he'll just fair catch it or run out of bounds, avoid any sort of big hit. And he waves it off. Ball's just going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, I'd hope to see them put nothing in but freshmen or sophomores or juniors who don't get a lot of playing time, because
or seniors even.
Or seniors even who don't get a lot of playing time, because you'd hate to see a guy go down this late in the game when you're up 62-0.
Yeah, at this point, can you just run the ball, eat up as much clock as you can?
Oh, here we go. Number 10, Dylan Bill, is finally in the game for the remainder 4 minutes and 45 seconds here. Great to see him out there.
Some new running backs as well. This time it's Tanner Mendoza, another freshman.
And Tanner Mendoza is a hard runner. You'll probably just see he runs from here on out.
Yeah, I can't imagine for any reason Oxy is to start using their timeouts. Bell, quick pass complete. They're going to say run the clock. He didn't get out of bounds.
That was number 8, Caleb Henshaw. Good tall receiver, second-year player. Great throw by Dylan Bell there.
Yeah, picked up the first down.
There you can see sideline view of the team. You got the two of the backup quarterbacks out there signaling.
Handoff, nice hole right there. Huge running lane, great hit.
Wow.
Great run downhill by Tanner Mendoza. Wow.
I told you, Tanner Mendoza, a hard runner. You can see here a wide open gap up the middle and just runs over an Occidental defender, number 17, and bulldozes his way through. Getting a little chippy at the end there.
Yeah, I hate to see that. There's really no reason this late in the game
After
to
the
blow out.
was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 43, defense. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the play. Automatic first down. That's number 43's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game. Additionally, we have an official's timeout for an offensive player's helmet off.
There's just no reason for a penalty like that.
Absolutely not. This late in the game or at any point in the game, unsportsmanlike conduct penalties like that just hurt your team in the long run, and it's just unfortunate to see that happen here. But great run.
Yeah, definitely something that he's going to want to put on his collegiate highlight reel. Oh, well, that is not going to want to be on his collegiate highlight reel. A fumble right there by Mendoza. Lucky that his teammates able to fall on it.
Yeah, that was James Kistner, big tight end, able to pick up that ball. I'm starting to put two running backs in the game. You see number 22, Nate Leba.
That was actually Prescott Wong just giving up the ball right there.
Second down, the Wizard 32.
This time it's back to Mendoza. Mendoza running hard yet again.
Number 28, Tanner.
Another positive gain. Looks like there's substitutions on every play now. Just trying to get some guys some sort of playing time here late in the game.
Quarterback signaling the plays once again.
Yeah, one more first down right here and you're able to run out the clock.
That's freshman Cody Peressa in as a running back. See what he can do.
Well, it's going to go to the freshman. Great job right there, making some guys miss, dragging some defenders forward. It's going to be enough for the first down, so you have to wonder if Chapman's just going to take a knee right here and run out the clock, or maybe, you know, get some great experience for these younger guys.
Yeah, I believe there's a defensive injury. That was one of our players to watch, to Tizian. You see him going off with the coaches there. But great run by Cody. He was able to just be patient with his feet, wait for a hole to open up, and get positive yards. That's what you want to see this late in the game from your first-year players. This is where you really get to see what they're made of in this garbage time like this. To them, this isn't garbage time.
Well, it's going to be another handoff, and then it's nowhere to go for KJ McDonald.
Waiting for the play, taking as much time as possible. It'd be nice to see him get in, see a first-year player, or some of these players who don't play a lot get in the end zone.
Well, that might just happen right now. Nice push of the pile right there. Great job by the O-lineman trying to get Nate Leba in for the touchdown.
Yeah, Nate Leba, a hard runner. Big guy. You see here, offensive line, got a pulling guard right there, able to just kick him out, and great positive yards right there.
Yeah, only 10 seconds left in the game, and it looks like that is going to do it here tonight at Wilson Field. Chapman is going to leave tonight with the victory, improve to 3-2 on the year. Occidental's going to go down to 1-4. Chapman is going to improve all time in the series, winning the series 11-9. Big game here tonight for this Chapman offense, defense, special teams, everything. Well, that's all we got for you here. Stay tuned for our post-game show. All right, well, welcome to our post-game show. It's been all Chapman here tonight, and I'm pretty sure all of our highlights are pretty much going to be all Chapman related. Isn't that right, Nate?
Oh, absolutely. Chapman played a dominant game tonight, and 62-0. I mean, what more to go than here? Let's start off with defensive player number 5, Sal Ochoa III, with a pick 6, going all the way to the house for a second to start off the second half. Here we go on to number 14, Johnson McIntyre, Ian Fever's backup, play action pass, easy touchdown throw to Ben Bruce, big tight end. Once again, McIntyre, quick throw, play action, wide receiver screen. Trevor Vill going all the way, taking it to the house. And here you go, handoff to sophomore running back Nicholas Callan, holding his hip as he's going. Tackled in the end zone, but for an easy touchdown. And those were all the second half highlights for us tonight. And what a game by Chapman.
Oh yeah, definitely a great game for the Chapman side. Let's look at the final team comparisons. Pretty much the same story throughout the game. Chapman leading in first downs, completions, rushing, killed it. Even though Occidental's a run first team with the triple option, Chapman beat him in there. Total yards, I want you to look at that. Chapman 426 compared to Occidental's 118.
And that's just 7 more plays that they had, and they came up with a significant amount of more of total yards.
Yeah, I mean, they run them basically the same amount of plays, basically the same time in possession. But at the end of the day, you got to be effective and getting those big plays working for you, which Occidental just wasn't able to do. Speaking of big plays and also big players, let's throw it down to our sideline reporter, Sabrina Santoro, with starting quarterback Ian Fever.
Hey guys, I'm here on the field with starting quarterback Ian Fever. As we know, you came off of an injury, so what motivated you? This is a huge win for the team.
Just getting out, getting a good home win. Feels like we haven't played at home in forever. So, just getting out, giving the fans a good show and getting better.
Yeah, and what's in store for the rest of the season?
Hopefully some more of this, hopefully more wins, but we just got to keep working and get our offense, click in. Defense has been good, so we just got to keep working.
All right, great. You heard it here, guys. Back to you in the booth.
All right, thanks so much, Sabrina. Thanks again for that sideline interview. Well, big game here tonight for Chapman's offense. And they got to keep it rolling here in the SCIAC, making a late push, maybe getting back into first place over Redlands.
Yeah, last week they took a tough loss to Redlands, and it was unfortunate, but they came here this week ready to go, had a great practice, and it showed. 62-0, pitching a shutout. The defense was phenomenal. The offense was great, and, big props to everyone in this entire organization.
Oh, yeah. Big plays all around, offense, defense, special teams, band, alumni, homecoming. It was just a great night here, explosive all around. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight's broadcast. I'm Brad Benson alongside Nate Kelly. Have a great weekend, everybody.